burning rubber, blowing smoke all day. From the pitch to the strip, we rev it high. We're talking burnouts, and we're not shy. Engines roar and the tires scream, living that burnout car dream. We're here to win, never backing down. And when the smoke clears, we wear the crown. Just a tip and we're hitting hard, spinning wheels and breaking hearts. With a twist to the key and a foot on the floor, we're bringing the heat like never before. Burnout cars and driver fame, running through fire, taking the flame. Just a tip in, we've got it all. From burnout cops to the mental call.
What's going on, guys? I'm your old mate, Dr. Cuts. This is Encyclopedia Ray. You're watching Just the Tippin' on Tour 24. And tonight we're in Masterton with the man that you know so well, Mitchell Sweetlips, Crunk Motorsport. Welcome, brother. Wow. Thank you for joining us, Joe, bro. Fist me, brother. Fist me.
Welcome to us.
It's good to be here, bro. How you feeling? How you good? You good?
I'm good.
Haven't seen you for a while.
No, I've been a little while. Aussie Assault.
Aussie Assault? Yeah. You've been fucking around down here in Masterton.
Yeah, just parking this thing in the garage. You know how
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, 100%. And you got this fucking thing over here you've been beating the shit out
Don't
of.
worry about that one. That one's fucked.
We were looking over it. It was pretty
No,
cool,
you
bro.
spend more time looking at it. Like we did.
Well, I've already looked at this fucking thing, honestly. So, we turned up and we fucked the sim. Ray fucked it first, and I re-fucked it. But how cool is this purple and white car?
Purple and white? How do you get fucking purple and white?
So, anyway, for those of you that don't know who Mitchell is, Crunk Motorsport, give us an overview, bro. What do you do? Who are you?
Well, it's Crunk Motorsport isn't just me.
Right,
There's four of us.
right, okay.
So you got myself, where it all started.
Yes.
And I actually started with RC cars.
Oh, yeah, righto.
That's how Crunk Motorsport started.
Right, okay.
RC street stocks.
Did you? Yeah, righto. Yeah.
Oh, she's still got one?
Street stocks.
RC street stocks, yeah.
Oh,
That's where I
okay.
started.
Yeah, interesting.
And then I kind of got a real street stock after time
Right,
and dragged one of the boys along because he was like, well, you need a crew.
right.
So that was Reese. He's in there now.
Okay, yes,
And
yeah.
then Bishy jumped in. He just tags along. And then we got Jamie.
Jamie, yep.
So, we had the two pink Falcons, barrel-powered, me and Jamie.
Yes.
And then Bishy's built his one. But he was normally just our tyre changer. And Reese has got all the plans in the world, but just...
Right. So this Bushy's car here, that's not a street stock though, is it?
No.
That's a burnout car. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Two burnout cars and a street stock.
Two street stocks.
Two street stocks.
Yeah, and a burnout car being built, but I don't know if I can say too much about that one at this point in time.
that's fine. We don't need you to, but we'd love you to, but we're not going to pressure you. There's no hot pokers on your testicles at this point in time.
Well, I've got one heating up.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, sick, mate. Sick. So, okay, well,
everything.
so, all right. So, why were you started? Why street stocks? What happened there?
So the street stock was I went to do a derby. So I stripped out my derby car, got it all ready.
Right.
And because I had a night license, that entitled me to race anything I wanted for the night.
Okay, right.
And a mate of mine was like, well, you might as well have a go in the car, in the street stock.
Right. And your derby car.
And the derby car
Right.
as well later that night, at the end of the night. So I had a go in the street stock, and then I came into the pits afterwards, and I told him he wasn't getting his car back.
Right, okay.
So I did the next race as well.
Yes.
And then 3 weeks later, 6 years ago, I brought a street stock.
Okay.
I sold my R33 street car.
Right.
Yeah, to buy a street stock.
So most people know you as Burnouts, Crunk Motorsport, and your Terry here. But you actually started off in street stocks.
Yeah.
Well, Demolition Derby, street stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Started. Yeah. We'll say that's where I started.
So, well, no, you're allowed to talk about the street, bro. Hey, like we're okay with the
Yeah,
street.
that's where it started.
We're okay with the street. Like that's the thing. We realise that we've all fucking hammered tyres on the street. It's just how you
Do it now.
evolve.
Yeah.
How you evolve.
Your experiences in doing that, whether you said jail time or learnt some little things and stuff like
I got the same vehicle impounded twice in 28 days.
that's where I'm heading.
How the fuck you do that? Isn't it impounded for 28?
Yeah, the day it came out, I got it back in again.
Really?
Yeah.
Impounded on the same day. Oh, that's good.
Consistency's key, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what they always say.
Yep.
How
That's
good.
what I reckon.
All right. So what happened to spun you into a burnout car?
I don't know. I brought an EL, and it was like, I'm going to make this a burnout car, and then it kind of just fell on its face, and I was like, do I want to do burnouts? I don't even know.
Right.
And then I went to a few comps and things. Like my uncle's done burnouts as far as I can remember. Bruce McCulloch, way back your fella's time. He's about your fella's age. Had,
What, 38?
Yeah, only 38.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, he's had a purple Rodeo supercharged 3.8 Chevy.
Righto.
Yeah. And blue.
Chevy, 3.8 Chevy.
Yeah.
They did a V.
Yeah.
Righto. V6?
Yeah.
Yep, Chevy did a V6.
And then
Not an alloy tech?
no,
EcoTech? No? No,
old,
something different?
old Rodeo.
Right, okay.
And before the
And baby blue VL as well that he would do skids in.
Right.
But yeah, I went to a few comps and things and saw the old barrows hacking. And I figured that I might as well have another go at it. Brought two barrows or two BAs for $800 for the pair. And then was going to skid one and have a spare. And Jamie was like, well, why don't we just build two? So we built two.
Right.
And then we painted them the same, and
Right.
which was good because people didn't know which one was which.
Right.
It was also bad because we went to an event and Jamie went out and popped his tyres and I went out 3 cars later and got kicked off the pad
Oh, yeah.
because they thought it was the same car and I was going for another go. I was pissed.
So what? That was the wretch.
So that was on the original Taupo pad for Carnival.
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
ones anyway.
Yep. Back when Topol was a good place to skid.
Back when the pad was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
And then we went from the Falcon and that just evolved, I guess.
Did you put LS in that or not?
I did.
You did.
And I don't even know how that happened, to be fair.
What do you mean?
Well,
Just woke up and there was LS in there in the morning or what?
pretty much. No, we
Well, you don't drink, bro, so you can't be like a. I sat down and drank a box one night.
Or is that why you
wake
stopped
up-
drinking? Or why you stopped drinking?
No,
Right.
so we went to we were at Rapinets or a smoke fest or something in Masterton anyway.
Yeah.
And I was standing beside Reese, and I think it might have even been Tony Wiley coming off the pad, sitting on the limiter. And I looked at Reese and I went, "Fuck! Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if my Falcon come off the pad making that noise?" And he looked me straight in the eyes and went, "You won't."
Ah.
Say,
Oh.
that's how the menace ended up being the menace.
That's, yeah, right. Oh, fuck.
So within the month, I had LS with the sitting on the floor ready to go.
So what was Tony Wiley driving then? He had a commo.
He had the silver and black commo.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So that's
Right.
where that come into. I'm pretty sure it was Tony Wiley. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if the BA come off making those noises?
So he's been a pest for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I think it took me a little while to source the parts and work out how to do it and
Right.
all the research and things like that. And then I had it ready to go for a smoke fest, and I might have been anyway. Had it ready for an event, and the only thing I didn't have was an accelerator pedal. And I thought I could dodge either fly-by-wire, drill a hole in it, run a cable.
Okay.
I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't. So
Right,
I missed the
right.
event. Was gutted as.
Yeah, okay.
Oh well. And then we got to go. And then its first outing was Low Life up a
Oh.
Murmury.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was
yeah.
the first outing for the LS.
Right.
Didn't place there.
No.
I was trying to drive it like a barrow. Just left my foot pinned and
Right.
had no car control. Didn't know what I was doing. First ever skid in a V8 with
Right.
a street pad, anything. First ever
Okay.
skid in a
Yes.
V8.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Had no idea what I was doing.
Right. Right.
Pretty much
LS
like
is
what
pretty
I was
forgiving.
like on your simulator there before I fucked it.
Yeah, you only rares me a TV.
Footage is coming in. Footage is coming in around about
Yeah.
now.
We're here 5 minutes and we fucked the Bros TV.
So Ray did that, and then it was still available, and then I just changed into third, or tried to change into third. And then it come down, and my thumb went there to stop it falling.
I just mentioned it
on
because
the
I'm
screen.
still feeling quite bad about it.
How good are you to be here?
No, it'll be full screen, bro. My little fuck up might be there, but Ray's is going to be full screen.
I wish I just stopped videoing not long before he fucking yanked it down too.
I mean, it's Mitchell's fault for not securing everything.
Oh,
To
no,
the pallet.
no, I was told 3 times.
Oh, were you?
3 times.
Oh, okay, right.
Just be gentle, it's not
Be careful,
attached.
Be careful, all of it.
Oh, all right, okay. Well,
And
I didn't realise that.
Moving on.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, so where's your motorsport, your automotive passion come from? Like, did your dad fucking pass it down through his jizzy, or did you slip on a banana peel, smack your head on the fucking ground, get run over by a car, and be like, "Yeah, I like cars now"? Like, what's the
It
deal?
was probably more the second one.
Right. Okay.
So compared to a lot of other people I know, I was a late bloomer when it came to cars. I had no interest at all until I was about 14.
Oh, right. Okay. That's
Well,
not that late, mate. What are you
a
talking about?
lot of my friends, they knew what their dads drove. They knew what
Right. Okay.
they
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah.
But me, I had no idea until I went out for a ride in a KP61 Starlet.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
we did a fat single pegger, and from that day, I was like, I need a car in my life. This is.
Rear wheel drive, start it, KB start, rear wheel drive. Yeah.
So from that day, I was like, I need a car in my life. And
Okay.
I think between the age of 14 and 16, I had owned 5 or 6 cars by that point because I needed a car. I don't know why
Right.
I needed one. I just had to have a
You
car in my
fully
life.
slipped into that. Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And because I own absolute shit boxes all the time, that's where I got the knowledge of being able to
Fix shit.
fix shit.
Right. So what was your first car?
First ever car was, I don't know what year it was, but it was a 2-door Chevette wagon.
Whoosh. Like a
Vauxhall.
little hatchy, like Vauxhall Chevette.
Vauxhall Chevette.
But a 2-door wagon.
Right, I'm with you. I'm
Wait
picturing
till I
it.
find you a picture. They put here.
He's asking a lot, but I'll try. Okay.
It won't be the exact car because I didn't. Phones went
Yeah,
around back then.
no, 2-door Vauxhall Chevette wagon. I've got it in my head.
In poo brown.
Almost like a
Yes.
a miniature little Chevy Vega looking sort of thing. Like, you know,
Yes.
if you to example it to a
Yeah.
model of a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was the
Long
first ever, and I was straight into on that, and it was I'm going to build a drag car. So the motor got binned and the windows come out. I was like, I'm going to perspex this, and then I never got any further than that because I was like 15 years old,
Yes, of course.
and it got towed to the scrapyard.
You don't realise that there's money involved.
Yeah, I was
Money involved.
I can do this. I can rip it all apart for free. Putting the stuff back in that costs money. And then
Yeah.
went from that to I think I got a CRX after that with a 2-litre SI out of a Prelude in it. Out of
VTEC?
no, just the
Just
SI.
the SI,
Yeah.
pre-VTEC.
But
Yep.
the 2-litre and a little freaking
1990 to 94,
Little
poppy headlight one. Yeah, right.
full plastic front end.
Yep.
It's a piece of machinery.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I was never allowed to drive it.
Why?
It was too fast.
Oh. Who said it was too fast?
The old lady and told me it was too fast, so I wasn't allowed to drive it.
Oh, interesting.
So I killed myself.
Right, and
But-
you never did?
I never killed myself.
No. Because you weren't allowed to drive
I
it?
didn't drive it.
So you didn't drive it?
No, never drove it. It sat on the back lawn and we smoked a lot of cones in it, and that just sat there. And
A
then
garden ornament.
and then I got sick of staring at it, so I think I swapped the strut brace for a steak and cheese pie and a ride home, and swapped the sounds. I think for I just parted
Steak
it
and
out.
cheese pie and a ride home.
Yeah, that might have even been the body kit, not the strap bar. I don't know. I got sick of it because I wasn't allowed to drive it, so I
Yeah,
just
of
started
course.
parting it out.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, how much did it cost you?
I didn't cost me a cent,
Right.
so I made a good deal when I got my pie.
You did. I don't, what was it? What, BP?
No, it was just everyone's or something probably. It wasn't even a good pie.
Average deal. Average
Well,
deal.
we are talking. This is 16 years ago or something. I was only.
You're only that young.
I think so.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, a little bit longer than that.
I had a couple of kids, bro. So did Ray, actually. No, when you were 16.
Yeah, probably.
Like 2 at once. That's how you do it.
No one liked to show off. And, I always feel like I was a little bit behind everyone else. Like, everyone had turbo Sephiras and turbo Skylines, and I had my
Right.
little DE ones, non-turbo.
Yeah, righto.
We'd be
Yeah.
out doing street drifting and things, and they're all turbo, linking up corners, and I'm just throwing my automatic Sephira and hoping for the best.
I bet you wish you still had that automatic Sephira.
Well, I paid $800 for it.
Oh.
Actually, there's a video on
How the
YouTube.
fuck can you pay 800 for a Sephira? A31.
A31 20 DE. If you type in autosef sort of skidding, it's filmed on a freaking potato, but it's me hacking the Sphero the day I got it.
I really sort of kidding.
Well,
It's
if we're
sort
on
of
to enough,
skidding.
we'll get the bro to find that, edit it into this.
I have a crack, bro. I have a crack.
It's literally filmed on a potato. You can't even tell it's a Sphero doing a skid.
Oh, really? Okay. I might not look for that.
Yeah.
Just, I'll pretend I did.
Yeah. But you watching, you can go find it. It's you.
Autosef.
And you in the background.
Sort of skidding. Nah, that cunt in the background's a fuckwit.
Oh.
Don't look.
Why is his penis out?
Oh, I can't see it. All right, so we've got that. So, you got into motorsport. You did some fucking bang bangs and these things. You got into the burnouts. How'd you get the KMTAXI? How'd that come about? Like, was this the next car after your fucking your LS Falcon?
Yeah, so the story with the taxi and the Uber plates come from Choice Events because they were to run the taxi stand all day. So
Right.
that was our plan. So we
Right.
taxi and Uber, and then taxi
Right.
just stayed.
So, Guy,
Yeah.
Choice Events, Guy. Well done, brother.
But no, this thing wasn't really ever planned. We only brought it for the diff.
Right, so what KMTAXI plate came prior
Yeah, KMTAXI was on the Falcon,
on the Falcon? Okay, right.
and that was on there when it was still a 6-cylinder.
Oh, okay, righto.
Yeah, and then it evolved to the 8 and whatnot. But yeah, no, this thing we only brought for the diff,
Because
and then it sat on the lawn for
these what 4.11s.
411.
411 is compared to what 3.7, 3.9,
No,
3.8,
3.4 something.
3.4s, right?
Yeah. So we brought it for the 6-cylinders to they help some party.
Get that higher wheel speed. Yep, yep.
Well, faster.
Faster, get upstairs faster.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
yes,
you're
you're
losing
right.
copying, but it gets
Yes,
you faster.
it gets you quicker.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we kind of were looking at the engine bay, and we're like, we can drill a few holes here, and we can make this work. So we put it on the back burner, and I got home from. We talked about it. Got home from work one day, and Bishy had the motor out of the Falcon,
Right,
and I was like, "What are you doing? We're 30 days away from Rapinets."
right.
And he goes, well, "You fucking talked about it. Let's do it." So I didn't have a garage.
This was on the grass prior to this establishment being built,
This
right?
was all on the grass. We were dragging engine stands around in the grass, getting stuck everywhere, and
Pretty sure I've seen footage and or pictures. Yeah.
there's tiki-talkies out there.
Yep.
And we ended up doing it in 10 days
10 days.
from being a LS Falcon to being an LS Territory
LS Terry. Yep.
with the 4 bucket seats and
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? The difference between a Falcon and a Terry as far as chucking all that shit in, it's all pretty similar. Yeah or no? Was there a bit of difference?
I think it would have been a lot easier if we had gone for a rear-wheel drive chassis instead of the all-wheel drive chassis.
Right, I'm with you. Yeah,
Steering rack's on the opposite side of the subframe
Oh, okay.
to allow for the transfer case on the all-wheel
Sure.
drive.
Yeah.
So we actually had to saw a hole in my firewall to get the steering column to come through in the right spot.
So it's not what you can't get a warrant on it anymore because of that.
Talk about the warrants, bro.
I just, like if you're going to drive it on the road, you need a warrant fitness.
Yeah, so it wasn't as straightforward as we thought,
Right.
but we didn't figure that out until
You started it.
we started.
Okay. Yeah.
So like we had to drill holes in the chassis rail for the sway bar. So we had to,
Okay. Yeah.
but don't get me wrong, they fit,
Yes.
but there was no holes there for them.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
So we had to drill holes for that and buy bolts for this, and
Yep.
the subframes mount in a different place, but the holes are still there. So instead of having I don't know if you know where the bolts are part of the chassis rail.
In the front or the back?
In the front,
Right.
and they slide up and you put a nut on.
Yes.
So none of that's there.
Oh.
in the
Okay. Right.
territory because
Right.
they don't bolt up there.
Right.
So we had to go and buy nuts and bolts,
Oh.
but reasonably straightforward.
Yeah. Okay.
I tell people it's hard
Yes.
because I want to be the only one.
Yeah. You don't want everyone
Yes.
to be able to do
Yes. Well, no, you are the only one. I think.
Yeah. There was
There's
one.
obviously Mad Barrow with a different engine.
But that's a Barrow.
But not the LS.
Yes, correct.
There was a
Yeah.
green one, I think, in Aussie for auto.
Oh yeah.
I'll quite happily own the manual title.
Yeah. But
You have seen a couple in Aussie just at events, but just not performing like this. different.
So, what was your first comp in any car? So, what was your first burnout comp in the original KM 6-cylinder B Series Falcon?
So first comp would have been a Rapinets, I believe.
Right.
As a
Just up the road from you, really, isn't it?
drove the car there.
Right.
I mean, trailered it.
No, there was a Warrington, a Rego on it.
It had one. I don't know how long. Yeah, I think the Rapinets was my first ever go at a comp. But first ever attempt on a pad was at a Choice Events Carnival, I believe.
Right, yeah.
And I'd been listening to Street Skidders.
So was that the original Topor pad?
Yep, it
Right.
was. Yeah,
Yep.
this was. I've been doing skids for 4 years now or something.
Right.
But I've been listening to people who skid the street, and they're like, "Yeah, my barrow does third gear, so click third gear, go down the tip and go for it."
Mm-hmm.
So top of the chute at top, I went first, second, third, let go of the brake, and just bulldozed everything to the pad. And I was getting shitty, and I stopped and went back to first, second, third, and let go of the brake again, and just bulldozed across the pad.
Right.
I was getting so wild with myself because I'm going, why can't I skid when all these people were telling me how to do a skid?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I went back and I was explaining to Reese, I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? Well, I can skid the street.
Yeah.
And he goes, use a lower gear. You're way more grippy out there. You're this, you're that.
Yeah.
So I went out there and just played in first gear and did a skid.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Didn't get tyres off, got kicked off the pad before the tyres come off. But
Right, yeah.
actually did a skid.
You did a skid, yeah. You produced smoke and
I did a donut and I did things. And I was happy at that point. And then I knew that at Rapinets it was second gear when I entered my first competition. Don't even bother for third.
No.
Third on the rims.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Was that chopped out? So was that be like lightened up as much as you could and stuff?
No, she was a
the
taxi.
seats. So you still
full
had
leather interior.
Yep.
Full leather interior, boot carpet still in it.
Oh, shit.
Factory tank.
Thing,
She
wow.
was a taxi, man. She was mad.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what we've noticed when we start, get into simple aspects of setups, and we know that from learning from the medicine, especially from my son's BF. Like we've cut, and we're still in the process. We cut everything out, bro. So that thing can perform in third gear. Like he can, just taking that weight out and all that stuff has changed that NA standard barrow, other than the hood exit, quite dramatically. Like it's
Your boot carpet has got to be 10 kilos.
bro. Like we lift
There's
stuff all
so
the
much heavy stuff in those cars. The internal carpet is 20, 30 kilos easy.
Yeah, and I wanted I wanted the look.
Right.
I wanted that appearance. I didn't.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was there to do skids. I didn't.
Right.
I wasn't there to win. I wasn't there for trophies and
Oh,
whatever. At that point in time.
yes.
And I could probably still say the same now because I'm full carpet, hood lining, full boot
Yeah.
press.
Bro, I've looked in here and I see your dash. Like, we pulled the dash out of the Menace. And fuck, it was so heavy. Everything was like, what the fuck? How heavy is
got
this?
a full heavy duty tow bar on it. It's way bigger than the factory one.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I like the look.
I agree. I agree. I'm down with it.
And the LS is down for it. Like there's that. I've said a little bit of comparison between the LS and the Barra. Even being NAs, there is that.
Yeah, I mean, like, so you've got a bit more displacement. You got a bit more torque.
And if I dropped, I could drop 500 kilos out of it.
Easy.
And I think it'd rotate faster. It'd be a whole different weapon. But
You could do a sedan delete.
I couldn't. It's SUV.
Yeah.
Off the door line.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can
We're
see
not
it.
cutting my car up.
Oh,
With my fucking grinder.
It's a shame.
4-inch grinder. We got you.
Not cutting my car up.
Okay, fair.
Not this one. Not Terry. Over here helping you do this shit like straight up.
But we're not here to talk about fucking
No, we're not.
street stock cars. We're talking about burnout. You could do a sedan delete. So, what you got an event coming up? What are you getting ready for? What's your next event? You're going to skid the taxi?
Well, see, I was thinking about this because I knew you were going to ask that question.
Yeah.
But this isn't going to come out till after that event,
What's the event?
LS Fest.
Oh, I probably won't. No, you're right. Yeah.
So,
Good thinking.
I'm going to LS Fest.
Okay, sweet.
You're going to see me there.
Fuck, you did well at LS Fest, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a shame the rods came out.
Yeah, boy, crack motorsport.
that $800 that you gave us before this interview got you first place, bro. Well done, congratulations. Hey, your knees okay, bro? So LS Fest, okay, well, we can't really talk about that because
Yeah, well, that's where I'm going.
it was then, but okay, sweet.
That's a set, everyone. How cool. Hey, chuck some.
That's where I'm off to next.
Right, well, we're judges of that.
Like, that's a good little bit of travel too. Like that's a good little
Yeah,
road trip.
yeah.
road
So
trip.
we're leaving here Friday morning, teeing in with Nutter on the way up, and then up to Fats's, staying there Friday night, and then convoy up together. And,
Nice. Oh, okay, well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Right, oh. But I wonder if you've won, bro. I wonder if you won. Because we're going to be impartial.
well,
Obviously, we'll be impartial. We've been
I-
talking about our judging.
yeah, be a hard. I think,
Yeah, I'm gonna be my first judging event. I'm gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I think it's tough. Like you look for an impartial judge,
Yeah.
but everyone knows everyone. In the
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So
yeah.
you know, this could hurt. This interview right here could hurt the fact of if I did win.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh, you spoke to Mitch beforehand.
but yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
It could.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
you're right.
Don't fucking say that, you wankers.
But I only entered Fats. I saw Fats had entered,
Yeah.
and then he sent me the thingy, and I went, well, it's got limiter, a prize for limiter at the bottom there. So oh, there we go. I've already got two on the shelf, so I might as well go win one from somewhere else as well.
I don't,
You're
all I got to do is
consistent,
keep
bro.
my
You
foot
are
on the
consistent.
ground, and I got it.
Yeah, only touched it once.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
just leave it on there though.
Okay, no, well, that's good. We're looking forward to it. I don't think anyone's going to give us shit because they'll be fucktards if they did. Honestly, we Ray and I are going to know everybody in the scene intimately, possibly not that intimately, within a few years. So there's no chance anyone can give us shit because we're going to know everybody.
And we already know you.
Anyway.
We know how you like to perform. We know the
Yep.
car. So
Yeah, I've already got
if
you
it-
minus 10 down just
Yep.
because you're a cunt today sometimes.
There's
You know
not
what I
even
mean?
a water tap.
Nah, it's I mean, I'm genuinely really looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
It looks like a small pad though.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
You would say
Is it a Dion pad
small
size, eh?
technical pad.
Like
Bigger than Dion's pad, same size as Dion's pad, I couldn't tell you.
It's a different. Well, it's not. It's different.
My spatial awareness is no good.
I haven't done a round pad.
Right, okay.
So that's I think going to throw me off because you're used to using
And no walls.
so I like to look out my window and go, yeah, there's a towel on the wall. Like I've hit that.
I think Terry
Yeah.
will suit it because for my example is TJ and Scooby. Like for the tipping, like it's a very short entry. You know, so it's basically you've got to have that mindset. first bank, second, third gear sitting there, get your warmth,
What the heck?
and then boom, away you go.
What's the first and second?
Ah,
You know, well, he does. Like he does.
it's called showmanship.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
does.
just fucking third gear
Just
pinned
dump,
and hope I skated the Kaikoura pad, and that's a small pad.
Yeah,
That's a tiny little pad.
right.
And I only hit them once. Can I take my own walls?
I mean, I've only seen it on footage. So
Yeah, we haven't actually been to the pad.
And
Yeah.
when you're actually on something,
Yeah.
it looks completely different.
So when I entered, I jumped online and I found as many videos as I could from the event
Yes.
and was trying to find cars that were similar in size
Yeah.
and how much of the pad they were using.
Right.
And how much of the pad I needed
Yeah.
to make it work for a vehicle of my size.
Yeah.
So I'm such a big, heavy car.
Yeah.
I
to turn
can't turn around in a small
yeah.
spot. I need to swing in. That heavy, it just pushes.
Well, do you need to keep it first, second gear? Second gear?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Because then you don't get your smoke score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, we're gonna have to base our judging on the size of the pad and what's able to happen there, right?
So I'll just pluck fourth.
That's my- you hear here first. Did he pluck fourth, or did he go out and stay in second the entire time? We're yet to know.
Don't have a
The gate's still standing, like Billy Joel.
It doesn't have a
Well, it does
second.
have second, I just don't use it.
Right.
That's
right.
only for driving to the pad.
You don't have a hole in the block anymore either?
Why would you even ask that?
Well, I don't know. It was a funny thing in the past.
It's not a hole. It's a crack.
It was an extra sump leak. Yes, I agree.
We got it welded up,
Yep.
and then we got it welded up,
Yep.
and then we got it welded up.
Yep. Then you put a new block in.
How's that?
No new
The
block.
new block just went in.
I never went in.
No, that's still chilling. This is still the original motor that's been leaking oil for 3.5 years now. on limiter how much.
How did you go with the drifting? No leakage?
Yeah, so I've got it to stop leaking enough.
You didn't use it because you wouldn't be able to use your little drip tray because it's like it's
No, so the drip tray's gone.
Right.
It now just
For legal reasons.
no, you can
preference.
not that. But it now only leaks into the gearbox,
Oh, yeah.
not out of the gearbox.
So basically you punctured the rear main. So that's where the pressure went out.
Rear, mate. Nah, the crack's down the wing. So
Oh, right.
So now it only leaks inside the bell housing.
Oh, yeah.
So I can get. Well, I did about 30 laps of the Taupo track
Right.
before I
Okay.
had to come
That's
back in and
all
drain it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I,
Oh, so it's like a lung filling up. You got to
Yeah.
drain the lung.
I didn't have to top the oil up all day, so it doesn't leak that much.
Okay.
Next year, I'm waiting to hear back if I've been accepted for Red South, which
Right.
is March, obviously.
Right. Did you not get your entry in quick enough?
I got it in pretty quick, but it is expressions of interest, so they'll pick the cars.
They're going to pick Hubo.
Well, I did hear a whisper. I don't know how much of it true, but North Island cars are pretty much.
Yeah, you're in. I reckon you'll be in because of the lineage of the car, the car you.
It'd be like Rapinets in the fact that they need to not have 30 barriers.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they
just
can get away with having 29 and your one. They need to go through and they'll pick the cars that are going to draw their crowds. It's a.
I didn't know how many entries have they had. You didn't even know.
No.
Suppose we could ask Coleman. He's organising, isn't he? Coleman
He's on the committee.
on the committee. Yeah, could ask someone. Are we that media? And we're supposed to because we're media, bro.
Yeah.
You're encyclopedia, right? You're supposed
Why
to.
don't you pull your phone out and ring Coleman? Put him on speaker and ask him how many entries there was.
But I don't check
Oh, my phone's over there.
I'm doing
My
this whole
phone's
tour.
recording it
I'm
all.
doing this whole tour. I don't even. I may touch my laptop as you've seen, but I just leave it at all. This fella, honestly, I'm just like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you're stealing the big beard off me tonight. Honestly, it's big enough for us to actually
it's
share, but we're not
fucking
going to do it.
It's-
We're not. But no, that's not going to happen.
I probably won't do the Smoke Fest, which is in February now, just because it's too close to Red South.
Right.
I don't want to be blowing it up in a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of weeks
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
But Rodney will be out at Smoke Fest.
Oh,
Is it going to
right.
be the debut?
That'll be the debut for
The
Rodney.
debut,
Yep.
the debut on Rodney. I got to piss. I'm sorry.
Turn my back, sort of walking in. He's like, "Oh, you'll be good. You guys will be right. You get picked up by a truck." And I'm like, "Bro, trucks can't pick up anymore." And he's like, "Oh, you'll be all right. Someone will pick you up."
Because I seen his reaction, you know, his look.
When you came.
Rodney's debut. Right. So, bro, Burnout Masters game. Have you got that on your phone? Do you play it?
I do. I play it now and then. It's more of a. I'm extremely bored, but it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm not going to bed just yet.
Right. Okay.
But yes, I play it. I have a LS1 territory with a 6V box in it on the game.
Of course you do. And that will be on the game one day, bro.
It already
It will
is.
be
It's
on-
already there.
No, but you know, like
But as
one, one with the
KMTAXI.
stickers.
Yeah.
Let's hope for that. Eh?
Yeah.
That's always. That was a Wilby call out. That one.
What?
He called me out when he said, you know, why aren't I entered for Autofest? Which one was
Autofest?
you get the?
Yeah, Autofest.
You know,
Yeah,
why
yeah, yeah.
why isn't it there? Something different, something that could be in the game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Ryan took that out, and honestly, I guess everyone was sort of like, Ryan kind of flew under the radar because I think Slug was so like sluggish. The Slug was slug, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that's good." But when you think about it, little Lance with the twin turbo V6, fucking single turbo, come and smash it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, that's actually a really good choice.
I think for how do I put it without hurting people's feelings, skid car in a skid car game, the Lancer makes sense.
Yes, bro. Yeah, agree.
Slug is a skid car, yes.
Yep. More novelty.
More like this. It's more of a novelty skid car than
More novelty than this. Probably like Frosty ice cream truck.
Exactly.
Seth's ice cream truck.
That's in the
Yeah.
game.
It is in the game. Yes.
And Slug will be. I picked Slug
I agree.
to be in there before July.
Yes. I agree. I agree. Slug will be on that game. 100%. It has to be. But I get the choice that the Burnout Masters made.
I think.
and our game.
And they've got to look at what's going to sell.
Yeah.
You know, a Lancer is. Everyone loves a Lancer.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck Slug is.
Things in Austin. Things in Austin, isn't it?
Or comma.
Austin, comma. Yeah. Something British.
It's a truck.
Something British.
Yeah.
With a ridiculous fucking engine in it. With the blower sitting right here when you're in the car going,
You know, all day.
oh, you like that, are you?
But for us, the beauty of it is that as we learn more about all our people, all the cars, is that, and now we have Burnout Masters sponsorship.
Which is fucking awesome. That's
That's we
fucking
like
cool.
you know we want to see Terry on there. We want to see Slug on there, which is
Well, Mary's on the game.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's cool.
But Burnout Masters game is a stress release also.
And the only purchased vehicles that I have are Nut Out, because I used to be a fan of his until he went auto.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've got Evil 69.
Yeah.
Yush.
I've got one other purchase card. I don't know what it is. I can't remember.
Right. What's your highest horsepower car on the game?
I think it might be my twin turbo LS AU Ute.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which is LS AU combo.
How many horsepower?
I just don't know. My phone just died in my pocket. It's like
I've got 2,000 in horsepower, 2007 horsepower E30 twin turbo LS.
Did I tune that?
You tuned it.
I tuned it, eh?
You actually tuned it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how much that little tune bar can just.
Yeah, well, I can't because I'm a dumb fuck.
Yeah, small increments.
I think I got it up to like 1,900 and something horsepower.
Yeah.
And then raised little baby fingers.
So we got a question, bro. What's Mahi? What pays for all the street stocks and the burnouts and feeding the kids?
Well,
Kids get popcorn and baked
yeah,
beans.
2 minute noodles is where it's at the moment. Nah, Tyler. I'm a Tyler. Been Tyler for 13 odd years now, and that's where it all comes from.
Yep.
Enjoy the industry.
Yeah, I like. It will make me sound like a freaking blow my own trumpet, but I change a room a whole lot more than anyone else would. And you build a brand new house, and no one ever walks in and goes, "Fuck, the builder did a good job, eh?"
Yeah, right.
It's always, "Fuck, look at the tiles in the bathroom."
Yes.
Or, look at the kitchen.
The backsplash.
Yeah, splashback.
That's-
Yeah.
I like that fact if I can change a room so much in so little time, and people blow smoke on my ass because, well, fuck, I didn't choose the tile. I just fucking lay them.
Yeah. Just put some glue on the wall and
Yeah, I
slap
just
them
fucking
on.
slap them on.
I've watched YouTube, bro. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
So, all right. Well, you've got your own business. You've got a street stock, got a burnout car.
Couple of cool doggies.
You got some cool doggies. You got some children. You got a missus. You got a mortgage. You got your mate's burnout car here, and you got a fucking Ranger. Mental health, bro.
How does all that stuff play?
How do you deal with mental health, bro? Is it a thing? Are you a supporter? What are you into?
Yep, definitely. Been there, done that.
Yep.
Got the fucking t-shirt.
Yep.
Stickers are all over the cars.
Oh yeah,
There's no shortage of stickers to.
yeah. Yeah, like I say, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. These days, me and the boys, we don't talk
Right.
as such,
Right.
but one of us will send a message and be like, it'll be 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and just be like, bro, can you give us a hand?
Right.
And that's all it is. Oh yeah, sweet. Come round, and we won't even talk to each other. We'll just cut the front off a car,
Right.
or we'll fucking just change wheels on a car. That's all we need.
Right.
We don't talk about it. We just know.
Yeah.
And we've all known each other that long that you can kind of pick up that, okay, he hasn't sent me a message, but I'm just going to go around there and just do something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Chuck the
Yeah.
sounds on and just
Yeah.
work on a car. That's enough. I think that works for us.
Yes. Good.
We're not talky people.
Right.
And we don't need to be with our group.
Yes.
But
Well,
there's
I mean,
nothing wrong with talking.
no, of course not. But you guys have got that click.
Yeah.
That click. You know, and they're joining. You're like a synchros. You're synchros in the
And that
gearbox.
clearly shows you've got people around you that care, and you've got the, and it's like whether you use the word safe words or safe
Yeah.
actions. Like that's
Well, I remember one night a few years back, I wasn't great. Wasn't fucking gonna.
Yeah.
I
Unalive.
wasn't gonna unalive.
Yep.
But I just like researched and I was like, bro, you got a babysitter for a second? And he was like, oh yeah, sweet. Like thought I had to shoot out because I had the kids here and everything.
Right.
And he turned up. He goes, what's up? And I was like, no, just.
Yeah. Right.
And he's like, oh yeah, no, sweet. So he sat there and he smoked his cones, and I just sat there and we just talked shit.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about anything that was
Yes,
going on. Just
yes.
literally just talk shit about the good old days, pretty much. And
Yeah.
he left a couple of hours later, and we were good.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, isn't it, really? It's just some company. Company's difficult sometimes to ask for, I suppose, too.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Fucking having the street stock and meant to be coming to see you guys that fucking weekend, and the intercooler decided to blow a hole in itself and couldn't
Hashtag
find one.
Ranger things.
Yeah, Ranger things. But like that sort of shit, it doesn't get to me at all
Right.
anymore.
Right.
Nothing at all. Like we're sitting there staring at chassis rails bent.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
I fucking love that.
You could all see what we're looking at right now.
There'll be video footage included in those, but
Most
but how cool is this purple and white car?
people would do. It was a brand spanking new car.
Yeah.
It is 3 races, and they're going to cut the front end off it. And some people would give up at this point. But I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
It'll happen again.
Yeah,
I've just got to work out how to do it and still get this
Yes.
to Auckland without
Yes.
putting too much strain on myself spending money.
Yes, yes.
Everyone seems to think, you're self-employed, you're fucking loaded.
Oh,
I save for an event.
Yes.
I know when
yeah.
Rapinets is. I know when Aussie Assault roughly is. I know when these events are. So I start saving. And up until I started doing skids, or I think I went to an Aussie Assault as a spectator, and the amount of cars that I seen on track that were like, what the fuck are you doing here? And that was my mentality, is why the fuck are you here? You've got no reason to be here.
Right.
Because I thought that track days and burnout events were for people that were living out of mum and dad's pockets with too much money.
Right.
And it wasn't until I went to that first Aussie Assault and I went, fuck, I could have some fun here.
Yeah.
And from then it's like, I realised that you don't need to have the
You
world's
break your
best.
own stigmas down.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you've got.
Yeah.
Everything
of
is
course.
fine.
We went up there with the 2 bone stock BAs, like still full interior and everything. Fuck, I haven't smiled that much ever. Like, it was such a fucking cool weekend, just non-stop cutting laps. And everyone there as well, like, it didn't matter, there was one dude with a 700 horsepower HQ wagon. And he trots over to us, he's like, fuck, you guys are on, eh? And I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? We're all there for the same reason. It doesn't matter how deep your pockets are.
Yes.
Even heading home after the events and things, before anyone knew who we were Pink Falcons. No one knew what names, no one knew who Crunk Motorsport was and all that sort of stuff. The old toots and waves.
Yes.
And it's like, that's cool. Like, they were at the event. And then I can't stop. Now I have a savings account just for events.
Working.
See, all you
Working.
young fella, like everyone young out here watching this, that we're trying to work towards
Yeah.
all these cool things.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And like, choice events, you can fucking afterpay the tickets.
Right.
Or zip pay, or whatever the fuck it is.
Right. Yes.
Or even the garages, like
I
way out.
I won't
know
get
they're
I won't get
expensive,
a garage.
but
There's no need for a garage. That's my personal opinion. It's way too much money just to...
yeah, but there are those situations where like you could get 6 in. If you got 6 people that are relatively, and they all put in and
they
they
have
organise
nice
it
cars.
in the end, they're all it works.
Yeah, if you've got nice cars, I understand that. But
We don't have nice
we don't
cars.
have nice cars.
Yeah, we're not allowed nice things because we break
But
them.
in saying that too, like
Who broke his nice Kelly? What are you talking
Carnival,
about?
We've been to the boys like Jared, Chris, and all that. Like they're a lot of money in their rotors, but they like different categories of car, like quality. But between them, like then you get that garage. It's mean because at the end of that day, like everything was parked up. They squeezed we squeezed as much as we could in there without the boys, and then it's kind of like it just changes up that environment just a little bit. You got your little setups and all that.
Oh, see, I just leave mine just chilling in the car park.
Yeah.
Well, you got a shitbox territory and you got a shitbox RX3. The RX3 is worth 10 times what the fucking Terry is, even if it's D-Reg. So,
But at those events, it doesn't matter because they got security guards. Like,
Of course.
it's all
course.
pretty kosher. So,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
again, doesn't matter whether it's a $5,000 car or a $500,000 car. It's all at the same place, and everything gets treated the same.
And like I say, I went to my first event and I was looking down on people. I'll be honest. I was like, why the fuck are you here?
right, yeah.
And then I realised how much fun they were having. And
Yes.
I had to start doing it.
Yeah, of course. Going in the mud drags and seeing a fucking, some shitbox car with half a dozen people in it with 0 fucks. Just having a ton of fun up that fucking strip
That's all
road.
you got to do.
Yeah, of course.
If you're having fun, you're having fun, eh? Like, it doesn't matter what you're in. Who gives a fuck?
Cheap fun too, really. In the scheme of things, I mean, I know we're starting to pay a bit for tickets, but if you're in there taking advantage of that whole weekend, it's still cheap fun for a whole group of people.
Don't get me wrong. We when we go as a group of 4, we take one car to help. We get a house because it's cheaper than getting a hotel, motel, holiday inn.
Hotel, motel, holiday inn.
Yeah, that one. And we do that, and a weekend away cost me $1,000.
Yep.
Well, that I remember when you went up to Aussie Assault, you did the didn't you pay, or your brother, or you did the bloomin' jumpy thing?
Oh yeah, we don't talk about the budget. That doesn't come to $1,000. But
And you were a cheeky cunt and they dunked you.
yeah, so the first time we went, I was like, yeah, I want the full experience. I'm paying for the full experience. Put me in the freaking water.
Right.
And they didn't.
They didn't.
No, I missed the water. Arms out, fucking. and I missed. And then we went back the second time, and I was giving Reese shit because he didn't jump the first time. He bitched out.
Right.
And I was giving him shit like, yeah, fucking put him ankles deep. And he just nicked the water.
Right.
And then they were like, do you want to touch the water? And I knew I was going in at that point.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I come out ankles deep. I was ripping. I'll send you a photo actually. And the photos of they call it the splash zone.
Right.
And all you can see is my feet. My
Oh,
shoes.
really? How good.
Do you get a point in time when you know you're hitting? Did you take a breath? Like, is it just all too fast?
Nah, well, they said to me because they reckon if I looked at the water, I can do some damage. If I move my hands from above my head, you're hitting the water at pace.
Right.
So I didn't know how close I was to the water, and it was so disorientating. I knew I was heading the other direction, but because there was so much water on me, I still felt like I was underwater. So
Oh, right.
I didn't know when I could breathe back in.
Oh,
and
really?
it wasn't until the second bounce I realised that I was actually out of the water and started breathing again.
Is it that quick? Holy shit.
Yeah, just because there was that much water coming off me, I couldn't tell if I was still underwater or
You're right.
had the rope snapped and I just wasn't actually moving. I was just floating in the water.
Because it would be looking. You go there, and then you make contact with something. Like, it would just change that whole...
I've never bungee jumped. I think I probably would. Yeah.
It's only...
Oh, once we get our YouTube money, bro, we're doing bungee jumping, parachuting.
Oh, really?
I'm
all the
not about a
crazy stuff that
parachute.
people do.
I'm too heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Buck 10.
You can't be that high.
No, but yeah, 110 I think is
Tops.
tops, yeah.
Ooh, I'll be
Same
nudging.
as that
I'll be nudging that.
that velocity, the one where you fall into the net. There used to be a bungee.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm too heavy for that one too.
Right.
So. Luge, so I've never done the luge.
So, tell me, bro, if you had an opportunity to drive any burnout car in the world, which burnout car would you like to have a smash on the pad, bro?
I knew this question was coming,
And you didn't prepare.
and I've still got no fucking idea.
Really?
It's hard to pick a car that I haven't seen perform in person. If that I couldn't pick an Australian car. Like, I'd love to have a turn and slug, just for the simple fact is that thing's a fucking handful.
Yes.
And I think I'd love the challenge of trying to make it do what I want it to do.
Yes. Yep.
And then I'd love to have a go on rollies, Evil Mark 5.
Mark 5. Yep.
That thing screams.
Mhm.
And I think that would just be cool. Yeah, I don't.
You can pick as many as you want, bro.
Yeah. I
Like-
can carry on. I want
It's
to.
just it's appreciating people that, like,
Yeah, I think that the two I'd love to have a turn in would be Slug and Evil Mark 5.
Right.
From here.
Yep. Yep.
Everyone seems to like, Lynchy.
Yeah, all
Well, the thing is that you've got to have the driving ability to
You
do
need
that,
have
bro.
balls
Yeah.
to drive it,
Like that car doesn't drive itself like that.
No.
You've got to
I'd
drive
like
it.
to ride shotgun with Lynchy.
Yep. Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love that. And I was
Yep.
actually Fats. You still owe me a ride.
It's driving. It's pretty scary, bro. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta be going.
Alice Fest.
Jamie's been out
Yeah.
with them, but
Yeah.
I still haven't been out. But I don't know if I fit. I think that's the issue. I think that's why I didn't go.
Maybe I am tiny.
Raining the
Fucking
booster
imagine
seat.
if you're tiny.
If Ray wants to go for a ride in Terry, we've got to get him a booster seat.
Trying to see, mate.
This is a sequel.
So good.
And I was all about it. They said, no, you sit in a proper
I
seat.
didn't say no. He did.
I don't even know if you're still in shot. You probably.
Maybe not. Now, Oliverman, it's a hope. We've just been talking on waist up inside. Bro, what's your favourite food?
Now you're trying to lose weight.
Oh no.
What?
A good pie,
Good pie.
like
Yep.
a good pie.
Right.
Well,
Yep.
if I could guarantee every time that I could go to a shop and get a good
An
pie.
example of that good pie? Masterton got the magic pies.
Masterton used to. I used to be able to get a really good pie. and it was down in Featherston. You could guarantee every time that you got a really good chicken and cranberry pie.
Oh, chicken brie cranberry.
Chicken brie. Yep. The last time I went through that it was a miss, and now I'm disappointed, and I don't know if I want to try again.
How was it a miss? The chicken was dry?
No, there wasn't enough chicken. It was all
Filling. So they put they do the flour and
it was
yeah.
the last scoop. Other than that, like, you can't beat wicked wings.
Oh, my bum says otherwise, but yeah.
Like, so it's like, wait, we should get pizza. And every time we get pizza, we're fucking disappointed.
You gotta get the wings.
Like to cook?
I think I can cook. I've never given anyone food poisoning. I don't think. I like spag bowl. That's my go-to if I have to make a meal. Other than that, it's chops and veg.
We're learning some things about you, Mitchell. Right, no, that's cool, bro. I'm down with the strawberry cheese.
Strawberry cheese.
Strawberry Jesus sandwich. I just hit a fucking wall.
You hit a wall. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes.
I just hit a fucking wall.
I've had a few. Tail lights have gone to prove it.
You're like tail lights. Yeah.
There's a pair of tail lights every single time without fail. Axles, coils.
You didn't have axles at Aussie Assault?
No, because I'd used that one I needed. I had the other side.
Right. What's going on, Mitchell? What's happened, brother?
I broke it.
Why did you do?
I know. And now it's good again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He put his big arm out the window.
I heard talk of a CV.
Yeah.
And this is New Zealand Motorsport for you. We've got the Mad Bearers team supplying some parts, some technical know-how, and some muscle so they can whoop Mitchell's ass on the burnout pad.
We're 15 minutes. Yeah.
Well, Mad Bearers sorted you out there, didn't they?
Yeah, and they freaking changed it for me.
No, I got it on video, bro.
I was like,
Aiden was doing it. Aiden changed the whole thing.
I was standing there like, I'm going to hold, I don't need to, I'm going to hold this arm just like this.
It was a very cool weekend, that one.
It was,
Nothing too, like, there wasn't hectic over amount of cars.
No.
It was, I really enjoyed it.
There wasn't a lot of spectators. It was just all drivers and crew mostly, wasn't
It was
it?
a cold weekend, wasn't it, though? That's why
Not as cold as the year
no,
before,
what was
but
on? There was something else on, wasn't there?
The Valiant, the Chrysler.
because there was only one Valiant there. He won.
He won last time, the time
Yeah.
before that as well.
Oh, did he?
So the year before there was two Valiants. I was talking to the dude when because he was right at the front before the main cruise thing.
Yes.
So yeah, he was,
Well, hopefully we'll see 3 Valiants next year. I like that event. I wish there was more support from the public on that one, actually.
Yeah,
To be perfectly honest with you.
I've quite often flipped Marketplace and try and find just a dirt cheap Valiant just to take one. Just for, you know what I mean?
Is there such thing as a dirt cheap Valiant?
I found a wagon, but it was down south and it was only $700 running driving.
Holy
It
heck.
didn't have much floor left in it, but I could have put some 6-bill plate in there or something.
A bit of corflute, yeah.
You know, it was dirt cheap, and I was like, do it, just build one just for the event, just to try and entice other owners in. Like,
Yeah.
tell them a rusty shitbox in someone.
It's just got like a shed full of fucking things in it. No, it didn't turn up. So, okay, another question I want to ask you, Bo. Out of all the pads that you've skidded on, which is your favourite?
It's tough because the original Taupo pad,
yes.
I feel like I would have done well there if I had another chance,
Right.
because I only skidded it there in a barra and had been listening to this, so I didn't actually get to do a good skid there.
Right.
And then same theory with the Murray pad. I've only skidded there once, and that was first ever skid in a V8. So
Right.
again, same theory. I think if I went back again, I would like the pad. At the moment, I used this much of the pad,
Right.
so I can't really.
Yeah.
So I've got to say Rapids.
Okay, fair
It's
cool.
at home. I've skidded it lots.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing.
The old Talpo pad, like I've seen lots and lots of skid pads, lots of stuff, but there's only 2 pads I've ever seen that have got a decline like that.
On the tippet,
Old
yeah.
Talpo pad,
Yeah.
which is longer than Rapinet's, and the Rapinets downhill.
The Rapinets one's
There is
good.
nothing, you won't find anything else.
You flick through and you watch the videos of me throwing this thing in. That bounce at the bottom, if you don't flick it at the right time, the car's not going round.
Yeah.
You have to use the bounce to
it's just gonna
rotate.
go boom.
Right. Yeah,
And you
yeah,
see
yeah.
it often.
Yeah.
Dudes come down with good momentum, and they're like, got good power in the cars, might have good brakes, but
Zero steering, let's say.
The trick is you got to flick just before you hit the
Just before the bounce,
If
right?
you flick after the bounce, you're steering so light.
Yes,
Freaking
you're gone. Yeah. Fair call
you got to
too.
use that flick and that little dip
Yeah.
when you're going to hit that. Because as Paul Henry said, dry sump fellas, they literally are bottoming out when they hit down there.
It's a tough one because it's like, I remember the first time I skated there, and I was shit scared that I was going to end up in those corner blocks on the way out. So I did. I went in, tried to sip in, ended up doing a 180 just because they couldn't get the rotation.
Right.
And then I spoke to someone, and they went, "No, aim for the last block. You're not going to hit it. Aim for it."
Oh, right.
And I
Okay.
did that the next skid and got the 360 and went, "Oh, sweet. Right.
Okay.
The
Right.
system.
Let's have a go at that." And then Rapinet's pad is the only pad I've ever done a 720 on.
Right.
It wasn't in this tank.
Wasn't it?
No, it was in the Atlas Falcon.
Right. Yeah.
But I feel way more confident coming in the Murmur at pace.
Alright. Yeah.
Coming in the Murmur.
Interesting.
I've been wrong once or twice.
Have you?
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Like that decline in that Taupo pad, like when the first time I ever went there, we went with Matt in the Mighty X, and we rocked up there. The first time I walked on that pad, Lynchy was fucking sweeping it.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Yep,
Yeah.
Lynchy was sweeping that pad, and it was all for the fact that he was on there just scoping out his lines. And that particular week, that's when he took the lady for a ride when it was raining. Came from the fucking drag strip and came, But that tip in, bro, like, and even the exit, Cat's been able to come back up that tip in, turn back around, go back on the pad, and the next time they come back, you got the little badass tip out, it was, there is nothing like it. There is actually nothing. In Aussie, there's actually no, you've not seen anything like that.
There's been a lot of hate for the new pad, but it's not the new pad's fault.
The fact that the
It's
go-karts
the fact
are
that it's right beside the highway. It's not the smartest place to have a burnout pad. Everyone's going, "Oh, it's small, it's a tiny pad, it's this, it's that." Go skid Kohora. Last event, Carnival. That was the last one I went to, I think.
Yeah.
And we were lined up, ready. I was itching, so I was front of the line. I'd been sitting in my car. I heard skids, fuck, let's go. And sitting there waiting, and some cunt in a freaking Commodore rolls up beside me, and they wave me through, and he ducks through in front of me.
Oh.
He goes out, tips in, and dies.
Right.
But threw a little bit of smoke, blew it onto the freaking highway,
Yeah.
and
Over.
done.
Motorsport, mate. It's good for us.
We're going to go, we'll take something that we can hit grip sessions. Or,
That's correct. Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
that's actually fast, we can roll race with and try and do something that way, because
Yeah.
we've been let down so many times by that pad.
Yeah.
Not the pad, the smoke went over the pad.
Yes.
But
And it's a shame. It's a shame I feel for Guy. I really do, because, I mean,
it's not his fault.
it's not his fault at all. And he must be, each time the event comes up, he's shitting himself. Going, fucking win, please don't do your thing. So I need to jump in quickly. Sorry, team. I hope you're enjoying the film. It was made ages ago. Editing it now, and we all forgot what was in there. So, guys sorted it, man. He's done an amazing thing, and he's worked with the track and got himself traffic management going on. So, yep, it's all go. Choice events, fucking choice. Well done, Guy. You've done a really good thing, and we're fully behind you. Yeah. So
Guy loves a skid.
Yeah.
who doesn't? Ray Rooker, you got any more questions to ask, my bro?
Got any questions for us, bro?
Got any questions for us, bro?
Got any money?
Yeah, bro. What for?
Any shout outs? Want to thank anyone?
Oh,
You got
yeah, just the sponsors,
One.
really. Like,
Who are they?
Sliding Designs.
Oh, go Shelly Boo.
Queen Shelly Bird.
Sliding Designs.
Yeah. A1 Rec Removals down the doors there.
Oh, yes, yep.
Top Class Filing, which is me.
Ooh, TCT.
Who else we got? That used to friggin'
Polish cars.
He's a myth. I heard on the last one with one of those stickers, actually.
Yeah. The very last one, the
Oh, was that the
absolute
one I gave?
very last one went on Swanger's car.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So,
So they're all gone now.
I guess just, thanks to everyone that wants to help out, and if anyone out there would like to have their friggin' thing on it.
Yeah, because this thing needs a tunnel ram. Basically, it needs a tunnel ram
if anyone's got a tunnel ram laying around that's not in use, can I borrow it?
I'd say Ryan Gracie's got one.
I just need to borrow it to make sure that it's going to fit past my firewall.
Ah,
I don't want to buy one before I try, because the firewall, the territory kicks quite far forward.
right, okay.
So I need to know if I can make one work.
Well, LS West will have one up there. You can check out while you're up there doing LS West.
I've already been told I can steal the one off Nutter as a tester. So.
Right, well, there you go.
Fuck, I love that car.
Oh.
I really like that. It's one of my
The rough old car.
Yeah.
I really like that car.
And the new owner is driving it.
I
Oof.
haven't seen them, I don't think. Driving in person, I've seen plenty of videos and things, and
No, well, we've seen him at Chrome and at Autofest, and he's fucking nailing it, bro. Look at- Well, fuck, I think we've probably almost done our fucking dash.
Yeah.
Have I got anything to
I've got
throw at the
much more.
camera?
you had a pen before.
I did have a pen, I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah. I got it in my pocket.
No, I mean, bro.
No, we appreciate you, obviously, bro. We love you, bro. You know
We've
that.
been waiting. Well, we've been waiting for this one for ages.
We have been waiting for this one. We were supposed to interview you ages ago, but you fucked your Ranger.
Like, not, you know, it broke itself.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you want to say. So, thanks everybody for watching.
Yes.
We know you enjoyed this. You're a bunch of cunts, though. So, you can all fuck off. All right. All right.